Just under a minute and a half to go in this opening quarter at the SGS College Arena. Segu fires up for the mid-range two, is short. Evan Walsh grabs the rebound and is off to the races. Coach Kapoulas looking to hold things up here. Landolfi. Back to Samuels. McCormack once again with the ball. Samuels looking to go back door. It's blocked by Teague. And it goes out of bounds for a Bamberg ball.
That's a smart play by Teague. Just hung in the air, looked around, able to throw off Corey Samuels to get the ball back. And again, Flyers putting a bit of pressure on. Try and slow this Bamberg team a bit. Play their half-court game to slow them down.
Here's Segu, finds Fiesel. Teague coming off the screen, lobbed up to Fiesel, who jams it in. The perfect connection on the alley-oop.
And you felt they've run that a few times already. That play there just seemed like clockwork, wouldn't it? Chuck it up to Fiesel.
Flyers looking to respond at the other end. Here's Raf Thomas Edwards into the game. Defender ends up on the floor. Raf Thomas Edwards with a Euro step, can't get it to go. Just over a second between the shot clock and the game clock. So Bamberg will wind this one down for the end of the first quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Segu looking for the screen from Krimmer. Segu up against Samuels, fires up with a mid-range two, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. And the ball is still in Ronaldo Segu's hands as the shot clock expired.
Yeah, good stop for Bristol Flyers. Well done, Corey Samuels. Got 1.4 to try and get some sort of short shot up in the end of this first quarter.
Well, it says 1.4 on the game clock. I think the officials might add a couple of ticks onto the clock here. They are indeed. It's going to be 2.5 on the game clock, so plenty of time to get a half-decent look here. Ball into Samuels, fires up. It's a prayer in the end, and that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Back and forth, Gareth, but Bamberg with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, great game so far, Joel. Plenty of athleticism, some great skill on both sides, and a real physical battle as well. Some good defense, but yeah, all tight. Well, just 1 point in it. Good first quarter so far.
Keyshawn Fiesel leads the way for the visitors, 9 points off the bench. And we talked about when Stanic got in that early foul trouble, he picked up those 2 early fouls, but Fiesel able to get the job done for Bamberg in that first period.
Yeah, looking very good when he came on. I said almost for him, I guess. Stanic coming out, gave him the opportunity to get in the game early, and yeah, he's been a real thorn in the side for the Flyers. Real good dominance inside, some good blocks on defense, hustling back, a real athlete, and we saw that alley-oop dunk as well. What a play.
And Trey Tennyson for the Flyers, he leads the way for them with 6 points. I beg your pardon, Kendall Lewis leads the way for the Flyers with 7 points. Trey Tennyson not far behind on 6. And Bristol, they're holding their own right now against the German Bundesliga side. It's always interesting when you don't often see a side from the UK go up against a side from Germany like this, and it's always good to compare how the 2 leagues stack up against each other.
Yeah, exactly, and you kind of feel it's going to be down the stretch, isn't it? Third and fourth quarter, where maybe, you know, deeper bench, a bit more experience. I mean, they're going to be the telltale there, isn't it? Of the difference between the teams, and you know, Bristol Flyers are going to have to be locked in for the 40 minutes and put Bamberg under a bit of pressure.
Of course, earlier tonight, Newcastle Eagles picking up their first win of the ENBL campaign in Group A. And of course, if you're new to the format of the European North Basketball League, it's 18 teams, 2 groups of 9. Each team plays each other once throughout the regular season, 4 home and 4 away, and then the top 4 from each group will head to the ENBL playoffs. The final 4 held at a central location in April next year. Of course, Flyers, they did reach the playoffs last season in the European North Basketball League, their debut season. And you have to think Bamberg, after picking up an impressive win in their first ENBL game of Group B, will certainly be one of the favourites of the whole competition this season as well.
Yeah, you'd certainly think so, Joel. The pedigree of the club coming into this competition.
Second quarter underway. Here's Evan Walsh. Walsh turning the corner, going downhill, able to draw in a double. Last touched by Bamberg even, so we'll stay with Bristol Flyers as Walsh and Krimmer both end up on the floor.
I think Evan Walsh looking for a bit of contact there. Quite aggressive on the defence.
You can see it on the replay.
Yeah, looked like both Bamberg players were rounding each other a little bit there.
Well, there you see Bristol Flyers director John Lansdowne in the house this evening. Of course, the Lansdowne family, that continued investment into the Bristol Sport Group across football, basketball, and of course rugby as well. And those, you mentioned at the top of the show as well, the proposed plans for a new home. It's great to see that investment into sport in the city of Bristol. Here's Corey Samuels. Tennyson coming off the screen, gets it to go. Mid-range 2 is good. And Bristol back on top by 1.
Tennyson is such a pure shooter, is he? Doesn't miss many. Looks so comfortable.
Maceo Teague going downhill, gets the friendly floater in the lane. And Bamberg retake the lead of their own. Walsh, guarded by Walrat. Top to Samuels, hands off with Walsh, screen comes from McCormack. McCormack thought about the 3, fakes the handoff with Thomas Edwards. There's going to be a foul called on Keyshawn Fiesel.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Bit of frustration there from the coaching staff of Bamberg, doing a good job. Pick a foul, 5 seconds left on the clock.
The shot clock will be reset to 14 after the foul. Samuels to inbound, finds Tennyson. Tennyson back to McCormack. Tennyson deep, 3 on the way. Offensive rebound by Owen McCormack. Backing down Fiesel. McCormack scoops it up and in off the glass.
Yeah, lovely play for McCormack. He's another player that's impressed. Inside and out, got a really nice shot from beyond the arc. Showing some good footwork, good post-up play with the hook.
Segu's got a mismatch with Thomas Edwards on him. Here's an even bigger mismatch inside, and it's skipped for a corner 3 is an air ball, but it will be a foul away from the ball. And I think it's going to be called on
Evan Walsh, I think that one.
Evan Walsh. So it will be a Bamberg ball as Keely Johnson returns to the game. Corey Samuels takes a well-earned break. Kendall Lewis also back into the game. Raf Thomas Edwards with the breather. And of course, he put up some good minutes on his return from injury against Surrey on the weekend.
You certainly feel Bristol Flyers in terms of depth this season have more in numbers, and we know last year was not an easy season in terms of injuries, but I just feel that they've got a good rotation this season.
Well, Stanic straight back into the game and gets the hook inside to go. Playing on those 2 first quarter fouls. Bamberg on top by 1. Walsh looking inside for Johnson. It's last touch by Bamberg as Damon Robinson re-enters the game. Teague and Woolrat both take a seat. Lofton and Watson return to the game for Bamberg. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Johnson to inbound. Tennyson, catch and shoot. Off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Damon Robinson. It's what Bristol teams have done so well over the years in their identity, and Keely Johnson able to draw the contact. Will earn himself a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, like Robinson going at Stanic as well. That's a smart play to put him with pressure. See him get that 3rd foul. Creating for Keely Johnson. We'll go to the line for a pair. Bristol trailing by 1. Just under 8 minutes left in this first half.
Of course, Gareth, Keely Johnson, he back for his 2nd year with the Flyers. He's made that switch to the full-time point guard position. People saw a lot of conversation online as to whether Keely could really move into that position, but you look at the stat line at the weekend. I mean, 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He's certainly looking just at home in that position. Of course, it was a position he played all throughout his college career at West Virginia as well.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Kapoulis knows what he's doing. Very experienced coach, and if he says Johnson's our point guard, then that's good enough for me. And like he said, 1 assist off a triple-double. That is some stat line.
Lofton finds Krimmer. Blocking foul on Keely Johnson is the call, as he was fighting for the away from the basketball. Jared Sherfield and Corey Samuels both will re-enter the game as Evan Walsh takes a seat. And Keely Johnson's going to come out of the game because that is his 3rd personal foul as well, Gareth.
Yeah, and again for him as well, Johnson, we talk about Stanic, but a little bit unlucky with the calls actually. He just could have gone either way there, just going with the momentum and just seemed to maybe a little push off and ended up picking up the foul himself.
Now, Keely Johnson so far 2 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists to his name. And also 3 personal fouls. Here's Stanic. Watson coming off the screen, guarded by Sherfield. Ibby Watson fakes it, finds Ronaldo Segu for 3. Overcooks the triple. Long rebound falls to Trey Tennyson. Tennyson pulls up from the elbow to back iron, chases down the long rebound though, and Tennyson ends up turning it over. Here's Lofton looking to push. Segu back to Lofton. Krimmer, extra pass to Segu. Good recovery from the Flyers, and it's floated up and in by Ronaldo Segu.
And that's a really nice play from Bamberg there as well. Finished off with that lovely move from Segu, that little hesitation. Attacking the basket.
7 minutes to go in the first half. Sherfield finds Kendall Lewis. Lewis round the back, looking for Damon Robinson out at the 3-point line. Shot clock down to 3. Fade away jumper from Damon Robinson gets it to go. Krimmer. Lofton, corner 3 ball, knocks it down. And just like that, Bamberg respond with a triple at the other end.
Yeah, Lofton ready, waiting in the corner there, waiting for that pass. Catch and shoot, nothing but string. Extends Bamberg's lead by 2.
Sherfield stripped away. Here's Lofton looking to push. Going downhill off the glass and in. And Bamberg starting to creep away with this game in the second quarter. The mid-range 2 is no good for Trey Tennyson, but grabs his own miss. Lewis in a double team. Kicks it back out to Corey Samuels. Shot clock's at 6 though. Screen from Robinson. Samuels finds Tennyson. Tennyson has to shoot here. It's a tough jumper, hand in the face. Great defense by Bamberg, and they're leaking out the other way. Here's Segu to the basket, can't get it to go. There's Lofton on the follow. And Coach Kapoulas looks to the table to say, yep, I'll have a timeout, please. Because inside transition defense was pretty much non-existent on that last possession, Gareth.
Yeah, it just kind of shows you what difference sort of a minute makes. Just a couple of mistakes. Flyers looking to force it a little bit. Bamberg off to the races. There, just one Flyers back on transition there. And that 2-on-1 they've taken advantage of. But yeah, Bamberg just a little bit more composed at the minute. So I'm sure that's Coach Kapoulas. Just want to settle everyone down a little, get a good look on offense. Maybe a couple of rush shots for the Bristol Flyers, but it's led to the fast breaks.
They creeped out to a 6-point lead here at the SGS College Arena. They are led by Keyshawn Fiesel, who has 9 points off the bench. Lofton now gets his tally up to 7, alongside Maceo Teague, also on 7 points for Bamberg. Meanwhile, Flyers have 7 points from Kendall Lewis, and then 8 points from Trey Tennyson to go along with 4 rebounds. Of course, Gareth, a busy week for Bristol Flyers this week. They're in action tonight against Bamberg. They travel off to London tomorrow to take on the London Lions in Super League Trophy action. And then, of course, on Sunday, back here at the SGS College Arena, hosting London in that reverse fixture as well.
Yeah, it's a packed schedule, isn't it? A packed schedule. And, you know, we mentioned it before about just adding extra numbers to this squad. I mean, yeah, we just hope that, you know, everyone stays fit and healthy. I know Leslie's out tonight and he'll be a big miss.
Ball into Lewis. Here's Corey Samuels now. Samuels looking to go downhill. Locked up to Demond Robinson with the flush.
Great vision from Corey Samuels. I thought he was going to go all the way. Just put it up there. Robinson with the dunk.
Segu finds Stanic. Looking for a handoff with Ibby Watson. Corner 3 ball on the way. No good that time. Rebound for Kendall Lewis. Robinson. Here's Lewis. Hands off with Corey Samuels. Screen from Demond Robinson. Samuels looking to go downhill. Nowhere to go. Trey Tennyson knocks it loose, but only back into the hands of Bamberg. And Segu thought about going for the dunk, but ends up with the layup.
Bamberg very quick on the turnover there, anticipating, getting the ball. Segu getting up near the basket. Easy put in for him.
Jared Sherfield for 3, knocks it down. And that is a much-needed 3 for the Bristol Flyers.
Yeah, that is a big bucket. Here come Bamberg.
Lofton, he will look to respond with a triple at the other end. Can't get it to go. Rebound falls to Jared Sherfield. Samuels, guarded by Lofton. Samuels looking to go left. Robinson calling for it, and it's knocked loose by Stanic. Again, Bamberg leaking out in transition. And that's been the difference maker in this second period, Gareth, is those points off turnovers.
Yeah, and it's 2-on-1. Almost every break, every turnover. There's 2 Bamberg players leading the charge. And the easy finish against the one defender.
Jammed in by Kendall Lewis. What a poster. The perfect response for Bristol Flyers. And it's back to it in 3. Lofton takes a screen from Stanic. It's knocked out of bounds. There's going to be a foul called on the floor by the official on Kendall Lewis. And what a dunk that was from Kendall Lewis, Gareth.
So quick with it, quick power through. And that just got the crowd back on the feet. And after watching a few fast breaks from Bamberg, Lewis with that athleticism to punch it home.
Well, timeout's been called on the floor. Bamberg leading this one by 3. And you felt like momentum had slowly shifted into Bamberg's favour, but a couple of times they've gambled on the full court press, and it's given a alley-oop for Damon Robinson and a poster for Kendall Lewis as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's end to end. So it's great to watch, Joel, both teams. But you know, Coach Kapulas, you know, timely timeout just to sort of stop a little bit, and you know, Bamberg looking to get play aggressive defense over the leak out and get those layups with Bristol Fly. Some big plays to keep it close.
Of course, packed house at the SGS College Arena this evening. Bamberg, one of the biggest names to ever come to the SGS Wise campus in the club's 20-year history of Bristol Flyers. Just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Bristol Flyers hanging right in there with the German Bundesliga side. Going to be Lofton to inbound from the baseline. T coming off the screen. Stanic calling for it up top. Hands off to Lofton. Guarded by Walsh. Watson open inside. Stanic looking for it. It's almost stripped loose by the Flyers. It is stripped loose by the Flyers. And Sherfield looking to push for Bristol. Floats it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound stolen away, but stolen back by Jared Sherfield. Great hustle from the American. Tennyson open for 3. Tennyson drains the 3.
Lovely.
And Bristol Flyers are back, tied up at 37 points apiece.
Yeah, and that deserved that three-pointer as well. Good play for Bristol Flyers. Really good to watch. And a screen to the face for Sherfield. The referee calls it as an offensive foul. It's a good spell for the Flyers right now, and that's 3 for Horvath.
Horvath. Well, Anton Gabel gives Horvath the seat. And Woolrack comes back into the game for Bamberg. Here's Walsh turning the corner, guarded by Lofton. McCormack turning the corner. Kicks it out to Kendall Lewis, into a double team, fakes the shot from the elbow. McCormack finds Sherfield inside, guarded by Ibby Watson. Shot clock at 6. Sherfield can't get it to go off the glass. Watson going downhill. Tough lefty layup, no good. Rebound for Walsh. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Evan Walsh puts it up. It's going to be a travel. And Evan Walsh puts his hand up to apologise to Coach K. I've seen it so many times, Gareth. Yeah. I mean, Evan Walsh just going downhill. He's got that ability to change speed, draw the contact. It's really his bread and butter. It's what he's become known for in the British Super League.
Yeah, certainly. You know, that Euro step as well. Just able to get defenders off, and he knows where to make that contact. But you know, struggling a little bit with it tonight. Maybe you know, defensively, Bamberg a little more aware.
Stolen back by the Flyers, but only into the hands of Lofton. And McCormack tips it out of bounds on the broken up play. A little break in play while the sweat is mopped up off the court. Here's Lofton. Fiesel looking to turn the corner, now finds Watson. Guarded by Sherfield. Watson spins. Tough jumper off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Walsh. All tied up at 37 points apiece with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tennyson coming off the screen. Another screen comes from McCormack. Skip pass top to McCormack. And Oh, McCormack ends up throwing it out of play.
Yeah, McCormack there, just the ball just slipped out. She's going for that sort of bounce pass, slinging it in. Just slipped out of his hands. And Bamberg get the ball back. Opportunity to take the lead.
Right to inbound, finds Segu. Teague, top to Segu, screen from Fiesel. Fiesel backing down McCormack. Going one-on-one, with a tough turnaround. Hook can't get it to drop. And the rebound is chased down by Trey Tennyson. It's under a minute 20 to go in the first half, all tied up at 37 points apiece. Sherfield. Tennyson looking to go backdoor. Walsh fakes it, driving inside. What a move from Evan Walsh. 360 layup, but chases down the rebound. And it will trickle out of play for a Bamberg ball.
Looking to go away with there, Evan Walsh. A little 360 under the bucket.
He had more space than he realised there on that possession. Bit of full court pressure being shown by the Flyers. A minute to go in the second. Segu, corner two, gets the drop. And that'll put Bamberg on top by 2.
Yeah, just a separation there when he took the final dribble and just to create that space. Nice footwork from Segu.
Walsh looking for Kendall Lewis and just overcooks the pass. And Evan Walsh, that's his 3rd turnover of the game. Under 40 seconds to go now. Bamberg up by 2. Segu. Top to Fiesel. T coming off the screen. Floating up downhill. Lobbed up and jammed in by Fiesel. And Coach Kapoulas burns his last timeout of the first half because Bamberg starting to run away with it here going into the locker room at the break.
Yeah, just a couple of mistakes, from the Flyers for Bamberg, able to just edge away with that lead. Just saw that alley-oop there play. Defender got lost, Bristol Flyer defender got lost and just threw it up there again, and with the big slam home.
Well, this is Bristol Flyers' second game of their 24-25 ENBL campaign. They've got plenty more to come. They're all bunched up at all the home games are bunched up at the first half of the season before Christmas. You see Coach Kapoulas talking it through with his team. And Gareth, what will Coach Kapoulas be looking for here going into the locker room at the half? There's just over 24 seconds to go in this quarter. Yeah,
I think he'll run the shot clock down and try and get his best look as he possibly can. Definitely just need to concentrate. Bamberg very aggressive defensive at the minute, able to get a few cheapy ones. So just look to run the clock down and get something decent out of this last 24 seconds.
Well, it's going to be Keely Johnson to get us back on the way. This last possession of the first half.
Bamberg going to look to get the Bristol Flyers just to speed things up as well. Not going to let them see how the clock can be aggressive.
There's around less than a second between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson looking to wind this one down at the end of the second quarter. Turning the corner, and there's the foul. They had fouls to give, Bamberg, so not a bad foul to use there. As Flyers will inbound from the sideline. Bamberg going to bring Ibby Watson back into the game for this last defensive possession. And Petkovic will take a seat. Sherfield to inbound this time. Keely Johnson coming off the screen. There's 5 seconds to go in the first. Johnson, guarded by Fiesel. McCormack swings to Tennyson, has to shoot. Can't get it to go. And that will do it for a back and forth first half between these two teams, and there's been nothing really to separate these two sides, Gareth.
No, it's been really close. I mean, I suppose, you know, Bamberg have capitalised more on some turnovers, able to get in transition, and I think that'll be a key talking point for Coach Kapoulis, looking after the ball, because, you know, if anything loose, you know, in transition, they're going. So get back on defence, or don't turn the ball over to, you know, negate that way of scoring.
Great stuff, thanks, Gareth. Well, we've reached the halfway point of this one in the European North Basketball League between Bristol Flyers and Bamberg Baskets. It's Bamberg on top, 41 points to 37. And we'll be back with you for second half action after the break.
Today, we celebrate a milestone moment for Bristol Flyers. As we all look back on an incredible 20 seasons, we are thrilled to announce a new chapter in the journey, both for Flyers and for us at WOB competitions.
From the very beginning, I had the privilege of guiding the team through every division, the top flight, and now European competition. We faced challenges, celebrated victories, and built a legacy that we're incredibly proud of. As we step into the new era of Super League basketball, we're very excited for the future. The next 20 years promise even greater moments, and we're ready for the challenge.
I'm delighted to announce WOB Competitions as the new principal partner to the Bristol Flyers. This partnership aligns with our commitment to celebrate both excellence and ambition. Our competitions give you the chance to win exclusive experiences at some of the UK's most iconic venues.
We're proud to share our ambitions with a company that mirrors our growth and aspirations.
Together, with Bristol Flyers, we look forward to an exciting future, filled with unforgettable moments and continued success.
No one goes further than ATPI to get our customers and understand what you need. We know that different people, in different roles, in different industries, need different things. And you want a specialist to deliver what really matters. We know the way your business works and what you need to get the job done. We're on call at any time, getting your teams almost anywhere. When the trip goes from A to B to Z, we make it hassle-free. At ATPI, our purpose is clear. Through our group of specialist businesses, ATPI Corporate Travel, Marine Travel and Energy Travel, Mining Travel, Events, Sports Travel, and Direct ATPI. We will deliver what really matters to you and your organisation. ATPI, delivering what really matters.
A new dawn rises, where champions emerge and redefine the game, where limits are tested and greatness is unleashed. This is when legends are born. Super League basketball. A new dawn is here.
Thatcher's Farm. Slightly obsessed perfectionists making cider with nothing but love. As you do. I mean, why grow 8 varieties of apple when you can grow 458? The Apple Spa. Because happy apples make better cider, obviously. Here comes the man himself, Martin Thatcher. Friday, 12:30, tasting time. It needs to hit the spot or not a drop will leave the farm. Yes! And that's why Thatcher's cider tastes the way it does. Perfect.
The ENBLeague, ice in the veins, ice in the veins.
No one goes further than ATPI to get our customers and understand what you need. We know that different people, in different roles, in different industries, need different things. And you want a specialist to deliver what really matters. We know the way your business works and what you need to get the job done. We're on call at any time, getting your teams almost anywhere. When the trip goes from A to B to Z, we make it hassle-free. At ATPI, our purpose is clear. Through our group of specialist businesses, ATPI Corporate Travel, Marine Travel and Energy Travel, Mining Travel, Events, Sports Travel and Direct ATPI, we will deliver what really matters to you and your organisation. ATPI, delivering what really matters.
Where champions emerge and redefine the game, where limits are tested and greatness is unleashed. This is when legends are born. Super League Basketball. A new dawn is here.
Today, we celebrate a milestone moment for Bristol Flyers. As we all look back on an incredible 20 seasons, we are thrilled to announce a new chapter in the journey, both for the Flyers and for us at WOB competitions.
From the very beginning, I had the privilege of guiding the team through every division, the top flight, and now European competition. We faced challenges, celebrated victories, and built a legacy that we're incredibly proud of. As we step into the new era of Super League basketball, we're very excited for the future. The next 20 years promise even greater moments, and we're ready for the challenge.
I'm delighted to announce WOB Competitions as the new principal partner to the Bristol Flyers. This partnership aligns with our commitment to celebrate both excellence and ambition. Our competitions give you the chance to win exclusive experiences at some of the UK's most iconic venues.
We're proud to share our ambitions with a company that mirrors our growth and aspirations.
Together, with Bristol Flyers, we look forward to an exciting future, filled with unforgettable moments and continued success.
No one goes further than ATPI to get our customers and understand what you need. We know that different people, in different roles, in different industries, need different things. And you want a specialist to deliver what really matters. We know the way your business works and what you need to get the job done. We're on call at any time, getting your teams almost anywhere. When the trip goes from A to B to Z, we make it hassle-free. At ATPI, our purpose is clear. Through our group of specialist businesses, ATPI Corporate Travel, Marine Travel and Energy Travel, Mining Travel, Events, Sports Travel and direct ATPI. We will deliver what really matters to you and your organisation. ATPI, delivering what really matters.
A new dawn rises, where champions emerge and redefine the game, where limits are tested and greatness is unleashed. This is when legends are born. Super League Basketball. A new dawn is here.
Thatcher's Farm. Slightly obsessed perfectionists making cider with nothing but love. As you do. I mean, why grow 8 varieties of apple when you can grow 458? The apple spa. Because happy apples make better cider, obviously. Here comes the man himself, Martin Thatcher. Friday, 12:30, tasting time. It needs to hit the spot or not a drop will leave the farm. Yes! And that's why Thatcher's cider tastes the way it does. Perfect.
Hello, welcome back to Flyers TV, powered by ATPI, for the second half of action between Bristol Flyers and German Bundesliga side Bamberg in the European North Basketball League. Bamberg lead 41 points to 37 at the halfway point. Here's a look at some of those key stats. And Gareth, when you look down that stat sheet, what is it that really stands out for you?
Yeah, the efficiency for Bamberg's good on their 2 points, 2-point percentage, and interestingly, the free throws only one trip to the free throw line for Bamberg. So, to me, you kind of look at that and think, you know, maybe a little bit more. You could be a bit more aggressive on the defensive end and put a little bit more pressure on. You know, we're not fouling too much. You know, maybe force them to the line a little bit more. So that would be something. Look, but the rebound stat as well. Flyers doing a great job on the board, probably to a taller Bamberg team, but out rebounding them 20-13. That's a great stat for the Flyers.
I'm sure that would have been some of the key messaging from Coach Kapoulis at the in the locker room at half-time. His side still trailing narrowly, though, at the halfway point. Of course, this is round 2 of European North Basketball League action. Bamberg looking to remain unbeaten in Group A, whilst the Flyers are looking to pick up their first win of the 24-25 season. Here's Ronaldo Segu. Teague. Nice pass into Stanic. Krimmer back inside to Stanic. Looking to go to work on Damon Robinson. One-on-one. Stanic, good move inside. Can't get it to go, though. And rebound gobbled up by Kendall Lewis. Tennyson looking to go back door, fakes it and makes it. And that is the perfect start for Bristol Flyers as they half the lead.
Yeah, that's a perfect start. Lewis with a great pass, seeing the backdoor cut from Tennyson, and able to keep a good bit of composure. Tennyson with the fake, able to get it to go.
Ronaldo Segu open for 3, knocks it down. It's almost the exact spot where he made that game winner against Ulm at the weekend.
Got completely cleared out there from Robinson, though. None of his teammates calling the screen. Segu nailed by it.
And the pass was just out of reach for Jared Sherfield. He ends up throwing the ball off of Krimmer there. He's a bit shaken up after the play. Here is Segu. Guarded by Keedy Johnson. Segu going downhill. Almost loses control of it, but can't get the finish. And then Johnson with the rebound. Keedy Johnson loses control of it himself. And here's Ibby Watson leaking out in transition and jams it in with two hands.
And there's that points from the turnover. Bamberg been pretty efficient, getting steals.
Tennyson, corner three ball, can't get the three to drop. Rebound by Stanic. It's his fourth of the game. Bamberg, they can push it out to 10 with a three. Teague loses control of it into the hands of Johnson.
Well read from Robinson.
Lewis going downhill, looking to feed it off to Damon Robinson. Kendall Lewis does well to keep hold of it, but only into the hands of Segu. Teague going downhill, chases down the rebound. Last touched by Bamberg.
Yeah, interesting start to the game. Probably a few too many turnovers for the Bristol Flyers, and Bamberg not been able to capitalise on a couple of them. But still edging that lead out by 7. 39 to the Flyers, 46 to Bamberg.
Stanic does well to save it from going out of play. Jumps into the front row at the SGS College Arena. And some of the fans on the front row got a bit more than they paid for there.
Yeah, there was a few nervous faces then. I think seeing the 6'10", however many stone, 20-odd stone charging down at you.
It's all part of the experience at the SGS Wise campus. Will be a Bristol Flyers ball though, as Keedy Johnson's going to inbound to get us back underway.
Just doing a bit of admin at the table here. I think just getting the right amount of time on the clock. Oh, sorry, shot clock. Is that 14?
Yeah, shot clock's going to read 14 seconds. Johnson from the sideline. Well, they're still having an issue with the shot clock here. They're actually going to push it out to 24. They're just trying to sort the issue out. And of course, Gareth, it is a busy week, as you mentioned, for Bristol Flyers. They travel to London Lions tomorrow. Quick turnaround for them as they head to the capital. And then they are back home at the SGS College Arena this Sunday for a 3 p.m. tip-off against the London Lions once again in the Super League Trophy. Here's Tennyson. Finds Robinson. Robinson fires up from mid-range 2. Knocks it down on the buzzer as the shot clock expires.
And Robinson as well, another player that's really beginning to start feeling at home, showing his range, seeing a nice few mid-range jumpers from him.
They cut it down to 5. Ibby Watson, it's stripped by the Flyers. Here's Tennyson, out to Sherfield. Johnson almost loses control of it. Great pass and jammed in. Kendall Lewis with 2 hands.
It's great to see the Flyers there on transition with the numbers. 4-on-1.
And the lead is down to 3. Maceo Teague is stripped into the hands of Krimmer. He can't get the finish. Another rebound falls to Teague. Shot clock at 5 though. Teague got to go to work. Able to draw the foul. And Maceo Teague will go to the line to shoot 2. Gareth, we spoke about their just the 2 trips to the line in the first half for Bamberg. This will be a welcome trip to the free throw line for Coach Gavel.
Yeah, but interestingly, you kind of feel defensively Flyers are being a little bit more aggressive, actually really attacking defensively. So maybe that message there to be a little bit more aggressive. Plenty of fouls to play with, and you kind of feel that they have sort of upped up, the slight aggressiveness on the defensive end, the Flyers, and doing a good job on the end.
Well, Maceo Teague, 4th-year pro out of Baylor. Of course, he actually competed against Keedy Johnson and his West Virginia side back in his senior year at Baylor. He's able to knock down the second free throw to go. Here is Keedy Johnson. Screen comes from Damon Robinson to help him up over the timeline. It's going to be a foul call on the floor against Ronaldo Segu.
Segu very aggressive defensively, like really trying to hustle, put Keedy Johnson under some pressure. Really quick hands. Getting called for that one though.
Lewis looking to hand off with Johnson. Is stripped loose by Segu. And he's open in transition. Blocked by Johnson. Rejected. With the chase down is Kendall Lewis. Tennyson for three. Can't get it to go. Here comes Segu the other way. Lofton inside to Stanic. Backing down to Mon Robinson. Stanic nowhere to go. Muscles his way through with the offensive rebound and puts it in. And the second chance opportunity.
Good work from the big man. Stanic there.
Johnson ends up on the deck, nowhere to go. Finds it through, looking for a pass, and ends up turning it over to Krimmer. Bamberg, 2-on-1. Teague to the basket, off the glass and in. And Coach Kapoulis looks to call a timeout as Bamberg build up their biggest lead of the game at 9.
Yeah, and again, Joey, just kind of replicating what happened in the first half. Bamberg able to get these little breaks, you know, from flyer turnover, just there, really loose pass on the floor. You know, might have been better off just kind of keeping it for a 5-second call, but sort of through the pass. Bamberg had the numbers and put it away for an easy score, stretching that lead out.
A lot of their points tonight have come from transition scores. I mean, they're active on defense, and as soon as they get the stop there, they're out in transition, aren't they?
Yeah, they all look to run. I mean, that's sort of you know, must be ingrained in the philosophy of the team. But you just know they got numbers, you know, looking to leach out as soon as there's a steal, get that sort of 2-on-1 or find yourself wide open to the basket. So all comes from that very aggressive defense there. Segu there with those active hands, causing the guards of the Flyers a bit of problem.
Well, they see coach Anton Gavel, of course, an illustrious career as a player. He spent 6 seasons playing for Bamberg. He won 4 consecutive Bundesliga titles. And he moved to Bayern Munich for the final 4 years of his playing career. He actually retired in 2018, where he took on the coaching job at Orange Academy, where he coached a certain Jeremy Sohan for a year.
Of course, a player that we know very well with the links with Ryan Williams as well, former Flyer player.
Now, Keedy Johnson to inbound to get us back underway. Here's Tennyson. Lewis hands off to Johnson. Guarded by Segu. Johnson with a step back two. He's short. Offensive rebound. Sherfield can't get the putback, and it's rebounded by Bamberg. Chance to make it a double-digit game. Segu. Locked up to Stanic with the flush. And Robinson looks to bring it up over the half court, looking for Johnson, and it's great hustle from Bamberg, and they've just turned it up a notch on the defensive end. Teague into Stanic. Nice pass and almost knocked away by the Flyers. It is knocked away by the Flyers as Johnson comes away with it. Nice pass to Sherfield, off the glass and in.
The referee's just taking a bit of a tumble, show a bit of a stop in play here.
And the referee at the far end of your screen has just slipped on the ground. He's back to his feet though. Owen McCormack coming back into the game for the Flyers. Keedy Johnson, Kendall Lewis both taking a seat, as does Jared Sherfield. Corey Samuels back in for Bristol.
And both teams making wholesale changes there, looking to freshen things up a little bit.
Well, 11 points for Bamberg was their biggest lead of the game. Jared Sherfield 2 makes it a single-digit game with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
And we're just getting a bit of moisture off the floor. That's when the slight delay in the game here.
Now we're all set to get back underway. Just past the midway point of the third quarter, Bamberg on top by 9. Teague. Screen comes from Fiesel. Horvath on the wing. It's going to be a foul called away from the ball. It's going to be called on Corey Samuels. There's a blocking foul away from the ball. Will be the third team foul on the Flyers.
Corey's first personal.
Second to inbound, finds Wiesel. Here's Maceo Teague. Wiesel rolling to the basket. Back to Ronaldo Segu. Wiesel, the shot clock down to 4. Has to go to work here. The fadeaway jumper is way off the mark. As the shot clock expires, the play is stopped as Evan Walsh takes a blow to the face. Of course, was a break in play. Quick reminder, this is the second round of ENBL fixtures for Bristol Flyers. Don't forget, they are next in action on Wednesday, October 30th, as they take on Legia Warsaw right here at the SGS College Arena. 7:30 p.m. tip-off. Of course, you can watch every Flyers ENBL game this season on the Bristol Flyers YouTube channel, Flyers TV. And then after that, don't forget, Wednesday, November 6th, Flyers will welcome into Bratislava to the SGS Wise campus. Again, tip-off set for 7:30. Here's Corey Samuels. Brings it up over the timeline. Finds Tennyson. Hands back to Samuels. Screen from Damon Robinson this time. Into the hands of Robinson. Now Tennyson. Thought about the 3. Pulls up for a mid-range 2. Is short. Rebound by Fiesel. Lofton, guarded by Samuels. Horvath, nowhere to go. Finds Teague, back inside to Horvath. Great finish, high off the glass, rattled around and got the drop.
Just Bamberg players saying the ball's wet, so it's going to dry the ball off. Still able to get it go on that last offense. Stretching that lead back out to 11, Joel.
And that was Horvath's first field goal of the game to give Bamberg that double-digit lead. Still 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sold-out crowd in the house in the 750 capacity SGS College Arena in Bristol. Here's Samuels. Swings to Tennyson, guarded by Teague. Tennyson going downhill, it's knocked loose. Will stay with the Flyers though. Last touch by Bamberg. Looks to the table, calls a timeout, looking to draw something up here in this baseline out of bounds play, and I'm sure that's one of the ones where Coach Kapoulis wanted to maybe look at drawing something new up potentially, Gareth, to maybe build some momentum going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you saw Coach there just by next to us, obviously looking at the defensive matchups as well, and you know, the slight delay in getting the ball in, getting the opportunity to sort of have a good look at it and think maybe there's something that he could run against the unit that are out there defensively. You know, it's an important bucket right now as well. I just feel Bamberg are just kind of edging away, and they are obviously edging away by 11, and this could be a really important basket, so crucial time to get one. If he feels like he can draw something up to get an easy look, then he's going to take that opportunity.
Well, here's a look at some of those key plays from the third quarter. It was stretched out to a double-digit lead as Jared Sherfield, that layup made it a single-digit game. As it stands right now, the lead is 11 with 3 minutes and change to go in this third quarter. Quick rundown of the leading scorers. 3 players on 11 points right now for Bamberg. There's Kishon Fiesel, 11 points. Micio Teague and Ronaldo Segu lead the way for the German visitors. As for the Flyers, they're led by Trey Tennyson's 13 points. He's also got 5 rebounds to his name. And Jared Sherfield and Kendall Lewis both on 9 points apiece. Devon Robinson, 7 points of his own. Well, it could be a crucial stretch here for either team. Whichever team can go on a run in these last 3 minutes of the third could really determine how this fourth quarter plays out. Corey Samuels at the baseline. Gets it into Robinson. Hands off with Trey Tennyson as Lofton reaches in, and that will be a foul called on him. 13 foul on Bamberg.
Seems to have an issue with a bit of moisture on the floor. The wipers coming in to get the water off, the moisture off the floor. The player slipping there.
We just saw it on the replay there. Trey Tennyson just sliding as he coming up off the screen. It's a very wet night in Bristol outside.
And creeping its way inside.
Yeah,
Mind you,
somehow.
Yeah, it's just where there was that sort of, a little earlier on, there was the call that players on the floor diving around that area there. Maybe they didn't quite get everything off the floor. And we're still looking to dry it off a little bit.
Well, there is a break in play while the moisture is cleaned up off the court. I think we're ready to get back underway. Yes, we are. And here is Corey Samuels. Going to be a foul called against Penkovic. And Samuels ends up on the deck. So that's going to create more moisture on the court that needs cleaning up. We've already stopped starting this third quarter, Gareth.
Yeah.
I mean, as a player yourself formerly, what does that kind of do for momentum in games like this?
To be honest, I think it probably suits Bristol a little bit, just slowing Bamberg down a little bit, just also a bit of a reset, to be honest, because they were on a bit of a good run, so actually probably not bad from a Flyers point of view, just to take a bit of emphasis out of the game for Bamberg.
Here's Lofton looking to go inside. It's stripped by Tennyson, but a foul, and there's words being exchanged between Lofton and Tennyson on the defensive end. It has been very chippy in this third quarter. And you see it there on the replay as Tennyson just reaching in. Lofton not happy with the defense as a few words are exchanged. The referees are going to talk this one over here.
Yeah, another sort of delay as well, is it? Just seemed to be.
Well, they do have a chance to look at it if they want to look at it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, the referees can come and look, and the coach doesn't have to decide anything. The refs can make a decision and come over, Joel.
I believe so. There's going to be a foul on Trey Tennyson, blocking foul. There's going to be 2 shots. Oh, there's going to be double foul, is it? This is where you test your lip reading skills, Gareth.
I know, I'm looking at the Bamberg coach now to see what he's making of it. There was a potential review, so I don't know if we'll get a review.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it on the monitor. So they're going to look back at the play between Trey Tennyson and Lofton. And I guess they were looking for any excessive contact. maybe upgrade the foul to an unsportsmanlike foul potentially. Here you see it on the replay. And they're looking for excessive contact that wasn't the basketball. So you see Lofton here driving inside. Damon Robertson got his arm caught up with Lofton. And Tennyson reaching down on the ball. It's one of those ones, isn't it? As when you're coaching kids, you say don't slap down on the basketball. And
yep.
Tennyson, you can see, is a clear slap down on the ball. Here it is again in slow motion. It's going to be a common foul, is the call by the officials. So they went to the review just to check to see if it was worth upgrading to an unsportsmanlike foul. And common foul is the final decision, Gareth.
Yeah, no, and I totally agree with that as well. I think, it might look sad, but he definitely, went for the ball. And sometimes, you need that little bit of extra oomph to try and knock it loose. And yeah, obviously, often didn't particularly like that contact there, but it seemed like a genuine attempt to try and strip the ball.
Well, Lofton able to get the first free throw to go. 7-1 no good. Rebound by Owen McCormack. And the lead is up to 12 for the visitors. Samuels finds Walsh. Walsh guarded by Lofton. Sherfield coming off the screen. Another screen comes from Robinson. Evan Walsh calling for another screen from Robinson. But look at 5, looking inside, and it's stolen away by Petkovic. Ball just trickles out of bounds. Miscommunication on the pass from Petkovic. Slipped through Woolrat's hands.
I just feel Bamberg's defence at the moment. Flyers really finding it difficult to get anything, any sort of good looks.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Walsh. In for Jared Sherfield. Skip pass, Samuels in the corner for 3, can't get it to go. And McCormack chasing for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Fiesel. Now here's Petkovic going downhill. Evan Walsh takes the offensive charge. And Evan Walsh, who's struggled offensively, Gareth, that can certainly, taking a charge like that can really fire up momentum for your team.
Yeah, certainly right, Joel. I mean, you can affect the game in so many different ways. Maybe if it's not quite your night, the scoring side of things, but getting a charge, getting rebounds, making good assists, good plays. It all counts.
There you see Leslie Smith for the Bristol Flyers, of course, not suiting up this evening. He missed the game on Sunday against the Surrey 89ers. Corey Samuels. Evan Walsh coiling off the screen, fakes it, finds McCormack open for 3. The triple can't go and slaps his hands in frustration. Petkovic. Woolrat for 3. Off the back iron, can't get it to go. McCormack tips it into the hands of Robinson. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Evan Walsh going downhill. Euro step. Oh, it's blocked by Lofton. And it trickles out of bounds for a Bamberg ball.
Yeah, it looks like Lofton went down heavy. Walsh getting to his feet. Good defensive play from Lofton. Coming across to block it. Landed quite heavily.
You see it on the replay. Great athleticism to get up there and block the ball. Ken Lewis looking to come back in. Damon Robinson takes a seat. Keely Johnson also returns for Corey Samuels. Here's Lofton. Under a minute to go in the third. Lofton up against Walsh. It's a step back 2. Rebound by Lewis. Flyers can go 2 for 1 if they're quick enough. McCormack ends up on the floor. Evan Walsh dancing his way inside. He can't get the finger roll to go. And again, there's a stop in play as the officials are just looking at this wet patch on the far side of the court.
just seems to be that same spot, doesn't it?
There's been a lot of bodies on the floor in that sort of area of the court. I mean, there was a Keely Johnson diving on a loose ball in that third quarter. A couple of players ended up on the deck in the end, and they just come on to make sure there's no more wet patches on the floor.
40 seconds left in this third quarter. Bristol Flyers just the 8 points so far in this third.
They haven't scored a field goal since 4 minutes and 40 to go in the third quarter, the Flyers.
Bamberg 16 for the quarter.
Petkovic. Lofton coming off the screen, all wrapped inside. Extra pass, here's Petkovic, open for three, drains the three, and that is a much needed triple for Bamberg. Push the lead out to 15 points.
Petkovic enjoyed that one, good ball movement from Bamberg. Ended back in hand to the point guard, able to knock down a three.
Johnson splits the defense, going downhill. Keely Johnson gets the lefty layup to go. And that will do it for the end of the third period. Bamberg, who led by as many as 15 points, they really stretched the lead out in this third quarter. The Flyers on that Keely Johnson layup. They're still within touching distance, the Flyers, but that stretch towards the back end of the third quarter was really crucial from Bamberg. Defensively, they held the Flyers scoreless for nearly 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Defensively, Bamberg doing a great job. Yeah, just 10 points for the Flyers in that quarter. A real bitty third quarter as well, wasn't it? Kind of a bit of a battle there, but Bamberg making the most of it, outscoring the Flyers 19 to 10 that quarter, and stretching the lead out to 15.
Three players still lead the way for Bamberg as Fiesel, Teague and Segu both on, all three are on 11. Here you see some of the key plays from that third period. That was a huge block from Keely Johnson, chase down block from him, and then Bamberg really sort of started to create that separation. The big jam from Stanic on the alley-oop. The Flyers were still hanging in there. But as you say, Gareth, a 19 to 10 third quarter has really been a difference maker between these two teams. And Bristol Flyers have it all to do going into the last 10 minutes of action.
Quite a low scoring game in general, really 47 to 60. I think defensively, both teams would probably be reasonably happy with that, I would have thought, coming into the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily the defense that's a problem. I imagine it's just scoring on the offensive end. And both teams will be happy with their defensive performances so far in this game, I presume.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Holding Bamberg to 60, and it's not for the want of good looks as well. I think it is good defense, but Flyers just really struggling. Any look they did have wasn't dropping, and it was a hard battle to get those 10.
Well, 10 minutes to go in this one. Round 2, European North Basketball League Group B action. Bristol Flyers hosting German Bundesliga side Bamberg at the SGS College Arena. And they have a 13-point hole to get themselves out of. McCormack. Fiesel looking to reach in. McCormack takes the handoff with Sherfield. Here comes Walsh off the screen. Johnson open for three. Thought about it. Will fire up from downtown. Gets it to go. And Johnson cuts it down to a 10-point game.
Yeah, positive start from the Flyers coming back into the fourth. Keely Johnson with the three.
It's almost stolen away by the Flyers. Petkovic lobbed up to Fiesel. It's a high arcing pass and knocked out a play by the Flyers. Here's Johnson. Another three ball on the way. Keely Johnson's triple goes in and out. And that one will have ripped the roof off the Wise campus. Fiesel. Petkovic. Screen comes from Fiesel. Step back, top of the key. Can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound for Bamberg. And they'll get a new 14. Teague. Closely guarded by Sherfield. The shot clock's down to 5. Teague fires that top of the key, can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. It's going to be an offensive foul, though. As Fiesel with the push in the back on Kendall Lewis.
Fiesel checking out, Stanic back in. So it's a nice rotation to have that, Joel, bringing two quality bigs in.
It's going to be Keely Johnson to inbound. Chance for Flyers to cut it to a single-digit game. Here's Walsh. Gets it to Keely Johnson. Screen comes from McCormack. Johnson looking to go downhill. All the way to the bucket. He blows the layup, but there's Kendall Lewis on the follow. And it's down to a single-digit game.
Yeah, Lewis with that energy play, and Coach Kapoulis trying to get the energy back into the legs of the Flyers. Need a big push.
Ronaldo Segu, nowhere to go, finds Ibby Watson. It's going to be a foul called, as he'll go to the line to shoot two shots. As Krimmer comes back into the game for Bamberg, and they are back to their starting five with 8 minutes and change to go in the game. Now, Ibby Watson at the line. He's a fourth-year pro out of Dayton. Spent the first 2 years of his college career with Michigan before transferring to the Dayton Flyers. Started his career with an NBA G League spell as well for the College Park Skyhawks. And he knocks down the free throw. Johnson. Screen comes from McCormack. Johnson splits the defense. It's going to be a reaching foul. And Anton Gavin was not happy with the call.
Gavin Williams just explaining the call. Seem happy enough with it.
Trey Tennyson checks back into the game. It's going to be Jared Sherfield to make way for him. You see the replay of the foul. Segu got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Johnson from the sideline. Ball into Lewis. Lewis goes downhill. Nowhere to go. Finds Johnson. No, it's blocked, but a foul is called. And Keely Johnson will go to the line to again make this a single-digit ball game. You see it on the replay. Johnson with the open lane. And Krimmer with the foul. Well, Keely Johnson, he had a slow start to this game. He's now up to 7 points to go along with his 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Also mentioned him coming off that near triple-double in the win over Surrey at the weekend. Johnson able to knock down the second. 8 minutes to go. Here's an 8-point game. Watson. Watson fires up for 3. He's short. Ball rattles around the rim. Stanic with the offensive rebound is stripped. And it will stay with Bamberg.
Good hands though from Evan Walsh. Knock that one through. Stanic just bringing the ball down quite low. Evan Walsh able to read it and knock it loose.
Segu. Watson inside to Stanic. Backing down McCormack. Double team comes from the Flyers. Stanic with a turnaround move. Count it and the foul. And Stanic will go to the line for a bonus.
Yeah, tough move from Stanic. Really moving his body into that position under the bucket. Able to get it to go, and the foul just whips. You know, you could argue he's using his elbow a little bit there to of the players. Certainly that's what the Bristol Flyers felt.
They can convert on the bonus free throw, so the lead will remain at 10. Walsh, McCormack. Hands off with Keedy Johnson. Johnson in traffic. Again, looking for McCormack, and it's stolen away by the visitors. Segu. 7 minutes to go in the game. Bamberg on top by 10. Segu going to work on Johnson to the basket. High arcing finger roll. Kisses it off the glass.
That is a tough move from Segu. Getting it high off the glass.
Kendall Lewis will fire up for three from a corner and knocks it down. And Lewis showing his range. Lead is down to 9. 6.5 minutes to go. The clock is Bamberg's friend here. Segu. Inside. Stanic again. Can't get it to go. Looking for a foul. Nothing given by the officials. Lewis splits the defense. Able to keep hold of it. Nice pass into Evan Walsh. Puts it up. It's blocked, but a foul. And it's going to be called on Krimmer.
Walsh able to get the call on that one. Been battling hard under there. Go the shot fake. Oh, with the foul.
I will send Evan Walsh to the line. Jared Sherfield's coming to the table, so he will check in for Walsh if he knocks down his second free throw. Unable to convert on the first, though. And Walsh able to get the second one to go. And Jared Sherfield will re-enter the game. 8-point game with 6 minutes and change to go. Bamberg in their 14th foul as well. So Flyers will be in the bonus for the rest of this game.
Let's look at some more stats, Joel. Points in the paint, 42 to Bamberg, 26 for the Flyers. Bamberg really efficient in and around the hoop.
Oh, it's stolen by Lewis. And Lewis is cleared for takeoff with a windmill jam. And that gets the fans on their feet at the Wise campus. Kendall Lewis putting on a show for the sold-out crowd at the SGS College Arena.
Perfect timing as well for that dunk. Said the crowd into it. Still plenty of time left in this game. 5 minutes 54. Brings it down to a 6-point game. Good momentum change for the Flyers.
And he gets the fans on their feet. They really enjoyed that one at the SGS College Arena. And this game's had highlights back and forth. It's been a very low-scoring game, but certainly plenty to entertain the home crowd here in Bristol.
Yeah, there's been plenty of great offensive plays, team plays and individual plays as well. But yeah, it's been a real battle, but an enjoyable battle at the same time.
Coach Garble looking to talk things through, because what was once a 15-point lead for his side is now down to 6 with under 6 minutes to go. And there you see that windmill on the replay. We don't see too many of those at the SGS College Arena. I think we might see a few more with Kendall Lewis on the team this season.
I think so. He's just got so much energy. Just seems to really enjoys himself out there, Lewis. Just on both ends of the floor, really brings the energy, gets the crowd involved as well, loves playing off the crowd. And that momentum, will that help Flyers bring this opportunity to win the game a bit closer?
Well, the door is just left open for them. Can they chip away at this lead? It's a 6-point game with 6 minutes to go. Segu finds Teague. Here's Krimmer now, back to Segu, top of the three-point line. Guarded by Johnson. Shot clock is down to 10. Full screen comes from Krimmer, from Stanic even. Nice mid-range two, cool as you like, knocks it down.
That's a big play from Segu.
Here's Keedy Johnson. There's going to be a foul called on Watson, I believe, away from the ball. Just holding on to Sherfield as he was fighting through those screens. Lofton will return to the game as Teague takes a seat for Bamberg. And you see that mid-range two. Incredibly tough shot from Ronaldo Segu.
You mentioned Jolly had a big shot during the week. Segu to win the game.
Yeah, hit the buzzer beater for 3 in the win against Ulm in the German Bundesliga Cup to send Anton Gavel's side to the quarter-finals. Handed Ulm their first defeat of the season. They were 3-0 in the Bundesliga up until that point. As Jared Sherfield knocks down the second. As you say, with them being in team fouls, this could be crucial for the last 5 minutes. Segu. Screen comes from Stanic. Still with Segu. Kicks it out to Watson. Watson going baseline. Stolen away by the Flyers. Johnson going downhill. Kicks it out. Kendall Lewis. And he steps on the sideline. That's going to be a travel even. Travelling violation is the call. Didn't put the ball on the floor before picking up his pivot foot. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Flyers within touching distance of Bamberg. Here's Stanic. Lofton takes a screen from Stanic. Stanic rolling to the basket. Almost poked out by the Flyers. The shot clock is down to 6. Segu, another screen from Stanic. Mid-range 2 is long. Damon Robinson saves it from going out of bounds, but ends up stepping on the sideline. So it'll be a new 14 for Bamberg. And they will get the ball back here.
Yeah, such fine margins there. Great play, defensive stop from the Flyers. Robinson just putting a toe out of bounds. And that would have been a well-deserved stop, but Bamberg have it back. New 14.
Jimmy Watson. Lofton now going inside. Is blocked by Tennyson. Great defense from the Flyers. And there's just over 4 minutes to go in the game. Johnson turning the corner off the glass and in. And Keely Johnson with the finger roll makes it a 4-point game. Ball into Stanic, looking to respond at the other end. Here comes a double team from the Flyers. Stanic, nowhere to go. It's going to be a travel.
Yeah, look like a travel.
And the whole Flyers bench are on their feet. There's a few back and forth between Stanic and Robinson. Pushing Stanic as Stanic pushed Johnson. Robinson came in to help out. There's words between the players, and the referees have come to. Tensions have flared up here as Ronaldo Segu is being pulled away by an official.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here, whether or not they'll look at the monitor here as well.
Well, it's really picked up in this fourth quarter. Tensions really starting to flare up here. As Ronaldo Segu came into. I think the officials are going to talk things through here. Anton Gavel is being ushered back to his huddle. And the officials are going to come together. And it all happened so quickly, Gareth. I mean, the score happened, and then Keely Johnson came in. I think it was Stanic who pushed Johnson, and then Robinson pushed Stanic. And the officials are going to talk it over. I'll be surprised if they didn't look at the video review here.
Yeah, it was a big play, getting the turnover Stanic, and obviously keen to get the ball back, and maybe, Stanic didn't take too kindly to that, and it just all seemed to sort of escalate from there.
And both teams are getting a free timeout out of this altercation as well. Now you see it on the replay as a push from Stanic, and Robinson came over to push Stanic himself. They're going to look at it themselves, the referees. Here they come to the table.
So I think, obviously Stanic had the ball. Keely Johnson looked to knock it away to get the ball back. to put it into bound.
It was I think it was a travel called on Stanic as the turnover ball. You see Robinson having a few words with him here. There's a few words exchanged. Keely Johnson has a few words, trying to knock the ball out of his hands, and then Stanic with the push on Johnson after Johnson tried to knock the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
And then Robinson coming over and pushing on Stanic. And then Ronaldo Segu in the middle as well, and getting pulled away by the referee. And then words being exchanged between Robinson and Stanic. Both teams, you can feel the tension in the fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
Bamberg, who led by as many as 15 points in the second half, had that cut down to 4. There's still 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Here's another look at the altercation between the two teams. Keely Johnson, you get the wider angle on it as well. There was a travelling violation on Stanic. Keely Johnson tries to knock the ball out of Stanic's hands, and then Stanic pushes Johnson, puts both hands on him. Push on Johnson, and then Robinson comes over and pushes Stanic.
So referee just in front of us now discussing the plan of action here.
You see Ronaldo Segu also come over and get involved. Johnson, see it one more time. Johnson knocks it out of Stanic's hands. Robinson comes over and pushes Stanic after he pushed Johnson. Both teams getting a welcome break. I mean, you see Coach Kapula just talking through the timeout now with his Flyers players while this issue is sorted out by the officials.
Still in front of us, trying to unravel.
Well, the officials just explaining to the table exactly what they're going to call here. They use the video review. Of course, they don't get the video review in Super League basketball this season, but we've seen a number of times in the European North Basketball League just how much it can clear up calls or altercations like this. I mean, I've seen a couple of goaltends in the Flyers' first game against Bakken be overturned by the video review. Here on this occasion, you see the officials have the ability to watch back an altercation like this on the court, because when it happens in real time, I imagine it can be so hard to see everything that happened on the court.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a close game. You just want to get it right as well. You want to make the bad call as a referee, and they've had a good look at it. They've had a good chat. They've had a discussion. So we're just waiting to see what happens.
So Stanic picks up a technical foul. Keely Johnson picks up a technical foul. And Damon Robinson also picks up a foul. Lofton picks up a foul as well. It's going to be on Ronaldo Segu as well. Not Lofton, beg your pardon. So a technical foul each and an unsportsmanlike foul each is the call. Following the altercation. Probably Flyers to inbound from the baseline as the fouls cancel each other out.
Yeah, I think both teams are quite keen to get on with it now, aren't they? Been so much stop-starting in this second half.
Well, both teams have a nice little break. And with 4 minutes to go in this one, it is a 4-point game in the SGS College Arena. Bit of full court pressure being shown by Bamberg. Well, we're all set, ready to get back underway. It's going to be Tennyson to inbound from the baseline. Chance to make this a one-possession game with 4 minutes to go here. The referees are still talking to the table about the fouls. We are a good set, ready to get back underway though. 4 minutes to go. Flyers chance to make it a one-possession game. Johnson, screen from Robinson. Johnson turns the corner, looking to go all the way. Can't get it to go, but will go to the free throw line. Foul will be called against Teague, I believe. We'll send Keedy Johnson to the line to shoot two.
Just a little nudge in the back there, wasn't it? Once he's going up for the layup from Teague. You think there's still some fireworks left in this game, Joel? You just feel the tension building even more.
Now, Keedy Johnson at the line, chance to make this a single possession game, and he blows the first. Could come back to haunt the Flyers at the end of this one. Johnson with the second. Knocks down the second foul shot. The lead is down to 3. Lofton. Lobbed into Fiesel with the jab. He's been doing it all night long. And just when it mattered most, with the two-handed flush on the alley-oop.
Yeah, it's a big play, a big moment.
Tennyson looking to respond. Floater in the lane, gets the drop. Still a 3-point game. Just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Lofton, guarded by Tennyson. Here's Watson. Now Teague, guarded by Keedy Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Teague's got to go to work. The screen comes from Fiesel. Teague, step through, puts it up. Is short. Offensive rebound by Teague, though.
Massive block from Robinson.
And Kendall Lewis gives it up. And it's back out for a second chance opportunity. Watson for 3, drains it. Now that could be a dagger for Anton Gavel's side.
It certainly felt like a dagger, that one, Joel.
Here's Johnson. Screen comes from Damon Robinson. 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Tennyson's got a mismatch. Picks up his dribble though. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. Can't get it to go. There's going to be a foul called on Trey Tennyson. And that will send Bamberg to the line because Flyers are in the penalty. Here's the last 3 plays. I mean, big plays from Fiesel with the alley-oop. Tennyson responded with the floater downhill. And then off the second chance opportunity, that is a big 3 from Ibi Watson. Now Watson can't convert on the first free throw. Both teams in the bonus for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Second one is good. It's a 7-point lead for Bamberg. Keedy Johnson. Up against Teague. The screen comes from Robinson. Inside to Sherfield. Extra pass for Tennyson. Tennyson in the corner. Can't get it to go. Robinson soaring for the rebound. Into the hands of Maceo Teague.
I feel this is going to be a big defensive stop for Flyers.
Trimmer swings to Ibi Watson. Watson going downhill. Tough. Oh, what a move. And Ibi Watson has carried the team in this fourth quarter as he stretches the Bamberg lead out once again. Timeout Flyers.
Yeah, that was a big offensive play. They just felt the Flyers really need to get a stop to give themselves an opportunity to get back into it. Bamberg just picking up the defense. And Watson there, as you said, going all the way to the basket. Tough move.
Watson now gets his tally up to 14 points to go along with his 5 assists. Ronaldo Segu leads the way for Bamberg with 15 points and 4 assists of his own. And then Fiesel off the bench, 6 for 9 from the field for 13 points and 5 rebounds. Has really stepped up with Stanic getting in that foul trouble tonight. As for the Flyers, they are led by Trey Tennyson. Well, Kendall Lewis, in fact, has 16 points to go along with his 7 rebounds. Trey Tennyson with 15 and 5 of his own. Could there be one final twist in the tail here at the SGS College Arena? Or could Bamberg walk away out of the Wise campus with their 2nd win of their ENBL campaign?
Flyers going to advance the ball.
So the shot clock will be at 14 seconds. Johnson to inbound. Ball into Tennyson. Tennyson, catch and shoot. He's short. Rebound for Fiesel. And that would have been a big one if it dropped, but tough break for the Bristol Flyers. Here's Lofton, guarded by Tennyson. Fiesel hands off with Lofton. Lofton finds Ibby Watson. He's made 1. He's made 2. And that is a clutch shot from Ibby Watson.
And that was a lovely, well-worked offense as well, giving up Watson the opportunity to knock down that 3, and he certainly enjoyed that.
Sherfield finds Johnson going downhill. Tough fade away, can't get it to go. Rebound for Krimmer. And just like that, Bamberg are back out to 12. Minute to go in the 4th. Here's Krimmer. Watson stolen by Kendall Lewis. Dives on the loose ball. Tennyson dives on the loose ball. And Lofton ends up with the possession here. Lofton, guarded by Trey Tennyson. Lofton splits the defense, floats it up, can't get the floater to go, and it trickles out of play for a Bristol Flyers ball with 30 seconds to go. Well, Tennyson to get us back on the way. Here's Johnson. Under 30 seconds to go in the Flyers' 2nd game of their European North Basketball League campaign. Sherfield will fire up for 3, can't get it to go. And Gareth, it's getting to that point where I'm probably going to have to ask you for your player of the game, and there's a lot of players it could be for Bamberg. Have a little think about who you think it could be. Here's Petkovic, gets it up over the timeline. The shot clock is turned off and needs to hold this one out here, and it's stolen by Johnson. He'll go coast to coast. Jams it in with 2 hands. Kenny Johnson throwing it down. And that will do it. Bamberg hold off a spirited Bristol Flyers comeback in the 4th quarter. Come out on top by 10, 79 points to 69, and improve to 2-0 in the European North Basketball League. And Gareth, what a comeback it was from the Bristol Flyers. They chipped away at that Bamberg lead throughout they battled through a tough 3rd quarter. They really outscored the Bamberg 20 points to 19 in the end it was, but they went on that run at the start of the 4th. But Bamberg just showed their class in that final moment.
Yeah, there was, and we mentioned in the 1st quarter about how the game's going to go, and it is that extra consistency across the game there, and Bamberg showed that tonight. You know, their quality, able to dig it out, quality outfit, really good test for the Bristol Flyers, but, they can hold their heads high, really spirited performance. You could tell it meant a lot to the guys there as well, and a good learning process, taking it back to the national competition.
And your player of the game, it has to go to Ibby Watson in the end. I mean, he really picked the team up in that 4th quarter, made 2 huge clutch threes in that final moment.
Yeah, exactly. He was the difference maker come the end of the game, able to seal it for Bamberg, and just show quality at the end there to take the W on the road.
As for the Flyers, they fall to 0-2 in the European North Basketball League, but they played arguably two of the toughest teams in their group, and the defending champions in Bamberg Bears, and of course the biggest name in the ENBL in German Bundesliga side, Bamberg. And the games don't get too much easier for Bristol. It's a very tough group in Group B, but I'm sure plenty of learnings from these first two that they can take into the rest of their European campaign.
No, certainly, and bringing it back to the domestic competition as well. You know, an opportunity to gel, tough competition. You know, they'll be looking forward to tomorrow's game. Obviously, it's tough going to London. Need to recover, you know, tonight and on the road again tomorrow. So it doesn't get any easier, but you know, good performance. The crowd here really enjoyed the game, and yeah, it was good to see Bamberg visit Bristol.
And it was a spirited comeback attempt from the Bristol Flyers, but in the end, the German Bundesliga side come away with a 10-point win over the Bristol Flyers at the SGS College Arena. That's going to do it for our coverage here on Flyers TV, powered by ATPI this evening. For Gareth Till, I'm Joel Osborne saying so long, and we'll see you next time.